Hey, what's going on, folks? It's Creative Duelist here, and I've been making decks creative since 2016. Welcome, folks. Today I'm here with my Bujin deck profile. This is an update because Bujins have been outdated for a very long time. They did release, Konami did release a Bujin Link monster, and there's like bits and pieces of cards that inherently help the deck. But I'm going to go over my card choices and I'll explain as I go through. So let's begin. Starting off with the monster lineup. So going over the Bujin monsters, I've got triple Bujin Yamato. Everyone knows what Yamato does. End phase, you search for a Bujin monster, and then you send a card from your hand to the grave. Again, just to help you fuel. He's like a foolish burial, but he's kind of slow. One Mikasuchi. Mikasuchi does the same thing as Yamato, but he's a bit different. So basically, if a Bujin Beast Warrior type monster you control is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you get to special summon Mikasuchi from your hand. And also, if a Bujin monster was sent to the graveyard that turn, during the end phase, you get to search for any Bujin spell and trap from your deck. Pretty nice. And one Hirame. Hirame's just there just to help you make the rank 4s. Her other effect isn't very relevant. So that's going to round up the main Bujin Beast Warriors, because I think they're like based on like YuGiOh GX characters. But yeah, I don't play like the other one. I can't remember his name, but I don't have him. I don't think. I can't find it. But he's not like integral for the deck. You don't have to play it. I got double Bujin Turtle. But yeah, it's really weird how GX is kind of transferred into the Bujin archetype. It's just really weird. Like, I think that's Jaden, I think that's Chaz, I don't know if that's Alexis, and there's another one, I think that's Sebastian, but that's really weird. Anyway, double Bujin Hair, double Sinew, and I'll put Quillin in a second down, but I'll explain these real quick. So Turtle protects your Bujin monsters from being targeted by card effects by simply banishing Turtle to protect your Yamato or any of your other beast type Bujin monsters. Hair protects them from being destroyed by battle and card effects, and Sinew is an Honest. Basically, in your graveyard, he's like a graveyard version of Honest, but unfortunately, what sucks about Sinew is that your opponent doesn't take all the damage, they only take half, which kind of sucks. And then of course I got the double Quillin. Quillin is good because it blows up face-up cards. You can get around like floodgates, things like that of that nature. And I got one Crane. I don't have the second copy somehow. I've only got one, but that's why, you know, I play Honest. Honest do the trick, but Crane is just there. It's an Honest in hand, but it's not the best one, in my opinion. The best ones are Sinew and Honest itself, because Honest makes sure that you gain all the attack points, whereas Crane only doubles the attack points of your monster that you use in battle, which is why, in my opinion, I think, in fact, Crane is inherently good at 1, in my opinion. I wouldn't play like 2, because Crane kind of sucks. Sinew does the job better, and Honest does. That's going to round up the whole Bujin aspect. I've got some supporting stuff. I've got double Fossil Diner, Pachycephalo. You can also play, I can't remember his name, the police board dude. That's also good for stunning your opponent. And then I've got the double Ash Blossom for my hand trap to round up the monster lineup. Alright, onto spells. I've got the newest spell called the Triple Performer Power Popper-Up. This card is amazing because what I've noticed is that with Bujins, the deck is very slow, very snail pace like, because obviously it's a helmet deck. And the issue is, if you don't send your Bujin, like Bujinte monsters, I believe they are, like the Bujintes, like your Yamato is very vulnerable to card effects and stuff, and Popper-Up just helps to alleviate that problem by sending, so like you could draw like a turtle and a hare, you Popper-Up, you pitch them, and you draw fresh cards. So Popper-Up does the trick in that aspect. Then of course, triple Tenki, standard, double Positive Duality, double Bujin Carnation, such a good card, double Twin Twister, double pot of Desires. I played Desires because obviously how the deck is, it can be bricky. One foolish Burial from a different dimension, just to kind of recycle your stuff, like, because you're going to banish a lot of Bujin monsters because of their effects. One Avarice, because you can pile up too many monsters. One Burial, one Foolish Burial, and then of course got the one Monster Reborn and one Regeki to round up our spell lineup. Alright, onto traps. Traps, I've got the double Fiendish Chain, just to snag our opponent. Double Torrential Tribute, really good especially if you have hair. Double Storming. Double Summon Limit. Summon Limit just to, it literally makes your opponent play at your pace. I love Summon Limit in this build. The double Anti-Spell. And of course got the Grandpa package, the Solemn package. Alright, that's going to round up the whole main deck, folks. I'm going to jump over to my extra deck. So for the links, I've only got one Bujinki, Ashahima, my apologies. But I think one is fine in my opinion. Once you get the one off, you're in a pretty decent situation. So what it does real quick, it requires 2 monsters with the same level. And basically it has 2 bullet pointed effects. The first one is when it's link summoned, you can special summon 2 monsters with the same level, one from your hand and one from your graveyard, negate their effects, and immediately after that effect resolves, XYZ summon one XYZ monster using those 2 monsters only. So it's just a quick XYZ summon. So it helps you make your Bujin XYZ monsters. And the second effect is if an XYZ monster this card points to activates an effect by detaching materials except during a damage step, you can blow up a spell and trap your opponent controls. Again, that effect is not very great. I mean, it's good if you want to snipe back row, but I mean, who's playing back row in 2020? I mean, obviously I am, but some people just ain't. Anyway, continuing on, I've got the one Hippo Shinigami. That's going to round up our links for our XYZs. Triple Bujinte Susanoo. Susanoo is amazing, just to help you Foolish Burial any of your Bujin monsters from your decks directly to your grave, and he gets to attack all monsters once each. I want to get ultimate rares because the secret platinums are kind of irritating my eyes. One Tsukuyomi. This needs a rarity bump. I need to bump the rarity of this, but what it does is literally you just detach, dump your hand, and draw 2 cards, which is pretty nice. Then I've got the one Amaterasu. Amaterasu just helps you to special summon a level 4 monster that is banished, and you get to level 4 lower that's banished, and you get to bring it back on your field. Or if it's your opponent's turn, you can target one of your banished level 4 lower monsters and add that to your hand instead. So that is also an option. Then I've got the one Bujinte Kagasuchi. Basically, he makes you mill 5, gains 100 attack for each Bujin monster I think it's Bujin card you send, or if it's just Bujin monster. But basically, he can protect himself if he would be destroyed by battle or card effects by detaching material. One Tiger King standard, one Starlight Panadynamo, one Omega, one Sonnet on Iraq, one Rebellion. These are just kind of options you can play. You can take these out, it's up to you. One Exoton Knight and one Gaga Cowboy. So yes, folks, that's going to round up the whole main deck, extra deck, and the whole profile. So thank you all for watching. If you folks enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment down below. Feedback is always nice to hear. Tell me your thoughts down in the comment section. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. BS. Creative Duelist, signing off. Peace.